State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Entering play call screen.
The Buckeyes about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
There are 3 categories. You have 18 options. Cover
First
1
down for this offense. They'll test the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yards.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Give cushion.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Gets away from 1. Finds some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Cover 1 Robert press. Cover 2 man.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the offense is really backed up, but this ball is down at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner.
How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? From the gun, running back on the move. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Midline red auction. MTN calls HDN goal.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He'll ride his man on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Option is 3. Cover 2 drop. Cover 1 Robert press.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Let's go. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He'll start this drive firing. He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He'll work his way down to the 28. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. And we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
They'll ride the hot hand. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Might as well give it to him again. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
Touchdown, Ohio State. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
There are 8 categories.
Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last
special teams.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Texas A&M is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment.
Entering and coaching. Pause. You have two options. Depth chart is entering. Depth chart screen 1 T. Entering paused screen. You have 10. Resume. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for. Entering cancel pop-up waiting. Entering cancel pop-up waiting. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your. Entering entering play
in College Station. They're trailing by 21 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding
Entering
positive.
play.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Second down coming up. Touch pass on the run. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
Entering play call.
I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
1 Robert press. Normal third. Cover 2 man.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? A low line drive and not his best work. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. The offense starts with a short field. The give to the lone running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And those are the plays you dream about. You blitz, you bring the absolute lumper. Those big hits, man, those can set the tone. And that makes a decision for this offensive player. Do I really want to go near that guy again?
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And as he throws, nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. It's complete on the right side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground.
Entering play call.
Touchdown, Buckeyes.
There are 8 categories.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders,
Entering play call.
in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out in the end zone was not a good one.
Categories. There are 3 subcategories. Options set to over 18 plays. You have 7 options for time, nickel, over. There are 4 over. Cover 2 hard flat. Cover 3 cloud S. Cover 3 cloud STR.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it. Trying to set up the screen, and he throws the interception. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
You have 15 options.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out in the end zone was not a good one.
Categories: 1 Robert press, cover 2, 1 Robert press.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
Entering play call over. There are 3. LB Sting 1.
Ohio State 21. Alabama 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. Continuing to churn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
He's now up to 64 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. On the option. Smashes through. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
Entering play call.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback checking the play. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Got his man down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half when you fight to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks. And you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying the left side. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They'll ride Davis here. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll leave it with the lone back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. On the move at the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much it's changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And here's the third interception of the night. Trying to take it back. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
So much for the... And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff to the single running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the play.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted it. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Concept. Auction is set to flood. There are 11 categories. You have 5
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
There are 11 categories.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Unloads to the right. Got his man. They'll immediately call timeout.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 player formation. There are 8 categories. Gago slot cross. Neshwai corner. FK full R the screen wheel.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Entering pauses. Base onside.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
Concept, Portland, there are 11 concept, inside zone, there are 10 categories, you have 19 options, age listing is selected.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll bring it back. It's Adams. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
Over. There are 3 categories. You have 18
Tide offense rolls onto the field.
Selected.
How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so for the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you...
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Return left.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
Nesh spot. Concept. Nesh.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. To the ground with the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Inside zone split.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Zone thick jet.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Motion from the offense. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Man, just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Sayin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got...
Return to resume. Entering, cancel, entering, play
critical
ball.
down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you gotta make the catch. You've got to be able to make that
Nash
play.
HB corner. Nash spot. Nash spot. Nash HB corner.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You can run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
You start day one at training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Coach suggestions.
Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
With Ohio, there are 5 categories. You have empty NAHB cross, extra flood, concept, run, mesh.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. 1st down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The quick out. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and release him.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here.
Options, puntbacks cover is selected.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Enter. Dot. 4. Over. There are 3 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 1 hole is selected.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to escape and get it himself. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th.
Options, cover 4, press is selected.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Keeps the legs moving. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Fire. Cover 3. Formation 4. Over. There are 3. Free fire. LB Sting 1.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do is play successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Finds his man. Tripped up for the tackle. Look, you would love to have gotten a touchdown there, but at this point, just take the lead with the field goal.
And it's so hard because you've been thinking aggressive. Let's stretch this lead out. Now you got to think, hey, I got to...
Touchdown, Alabama! They got the lead here in the 4th.
I had to have it. 4th and goal. It's go time. I get nothing or I get a touchdown, and they go to the quarterback sneak. Not a surprise. Now you see it so much in college football and NFL football. Guys pushing him, trying to get him across the goal line, and he gets in for the touchdown.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Entering play call, concept, mesh.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
All kinds of running room.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The run from the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Quick completion on the out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, you better bring your big boy pads if you're going to play in this thing.
Big boy pads, big boy helmet, big boy underwear. You better bring it all with you because these are two great teams. We talked about it all week. Mirror images going at it. Who's going to make the plays late to take this over the top?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Robert Chris.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
On the move, it's Haynes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight end and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Safety. Old fireman. Free fire. LB Sting 1.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
It's complete. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They'll leave it with him. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
15 options. Field goal 48 yards is selected.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The holder will find a spot at the 38-yard line. That means a 48-yarder and a chance to win it. The official says no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
Free kick is selected.
Now 7. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got overtime coming.
That's the end of regulation with the score all
Heads. Defense. Defender. Entering play. 1 Robert press. Cover 2 hard flat.
We'll get it started here in overtime.
Here we go. Cross.
The running back has it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Formation. There are even 6-1. There are 3 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 1 wholly selected.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Entering play. Cover 1 MLB blitz.
It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Black 24. Black 24. Down. Timber.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're trying to get to it. With the catch, it's Young. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Give Cushing.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
Went to the running game to convert that 4th down. They might go right back to it here. Touchdown, Bama! They take the lead here in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Entering play call. Concept. There are 8 categories. There are 10 subcategories. Options set to counter 3 plays. You have 7 options. Mesh spot. Mesh.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Buckeyes have a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 4. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Right back to the well. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
that's a good, solid run there. If you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Running back searching for a hole. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
Concept. Option is set. Ceiling. There are 14 categories. You have 3 options. Battery selected.
Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession.
Short cross.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You can tell the pressure starting to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down. Pick it up here or this game is over. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. That may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. And that's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the... Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Return to HUD. Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hub screen. Entering Docs score screen. Entering Dynasty and yes. No. Yes. Entering home screen Dynasty. Entering profile screen.